So body paragraph 3, we're in body paragraph 3 now. It is about your character's view of the other main character. So if you chose Rainsford, how does Rainsford view Zaroff? If you chose Zaroff, how does Zaroff view Rainsford? So again, I am going to use the essay organizer to create this video, but I just want to remind you, if you click here, the presentation that has very useful tips, it has examples, it has words to use, it has ideas of transition words, and so forth is here. So please use this presentation. It is here to assist you. We will go over this presentation in class. So the first thing you're going to have in this paragraph is your linking topic sentence, and I've given you a little less than I did on the previous paragraph. So make sure your writing's in blue and finish this sentence. So it says, along with his view of the setting, you need to introduce the topic of this paragraph. So introduce in the second half of the sentence that this paragraph is about your character's view of the other main character. Then you have your setup sentence. So you are introducing that first. You are talking about the beginning of the story and how your character has a point of view of the other character at the beginning of the story. So use this sentence that I've started for you if you would like. As always, when I provide these sentences, you can go rogue and write your own if you want to. Just make sure you have the proper information. All right, then we get into the data part. So you will use your chart. Remember, you created this beautiful chart last week. Don't forget about it. So you're over here now in body paragraph 3. So what is a moment from the beginning of the story that shows how your character views the other main character? Just tips again for your data points. You are not analyzing. You are not saying what your character's point of view is. You are just saying what happened in the story. So you would say something like, when he first meets Rainsford, Zaroff says blank. So just what happened in the story. Your warrant then, that's where you explain. So based on your data point, how does your character view the other main character? That's point 1. So Zaroff views Rainsford as whatever you want to say, as superior, as strong, as good, as bad. That's your chance to explain. And then how does your data prove that this is your character's viewpoint? So how does the moment you described here prove that Rainsford views Zaroff as inferior or good or bad? So you should have a word like because, and then you should explain. Then your transition. So later in the story, next in the story, in the middle of the story, after that, you need some sort of transition. And then you repeat that same step for the middle of the story. What's a moment from the middle of the story? So kind of somewhere during the hunt. Just make sure that this data point 2, occurs after data point 1 did in the story. So just make sure your data points go in sequential order. Then you will have your warrant again. So based on your data point here, how does your character view the other guy? And how does your moment, how does your data prove that that's your character's viewpoint? And repeat that same step, transition, repeat that same step for the end of the story, and then you have your finishing line. So just a sentence, summarize this paragraph. So you say, overall, Rainsford has a negative view of Zaroff because blank, or just some sort of wrap-up sentence. Did your character's perspective change a ton, or did your character view the other character in one way, generally the entirety of the story? So again, just some tips. Remember to use this presentation, especially the examples and the words to use. There's ideas of transition words. Also, please don't forget about your chart. It exists to help you. You can maybe even copy and paste sections from your chart into your essay organizer. And remember to make all your writing blue. It will make your life easier later when you're copying and pasting. So that is body paragraph 3, your character's view of the other main character.